I, Vishwaruparat, welcome you all to Uday India Digital. Today's topic of discussion is the Brics Summit 2023, a forum for emerging economies to shape the global agenda. The world is changing and the mechanism of world politics is also changing. From a bipolar world to a unipolar world and from unipolar to multipolar world, politics of world has seen paradigm shifts. From Cold War between US and Soviet Union to Cold War between US and China, world has seen many things. And one of the most successful engagement which the world saw in the recent times is the Brics bloc. This bloc from so-called third world countries is slowly and steadily becoming the fulcrum of international political arena. Today, we'll talk about this bloc and its significance. A critical virtual gathering of the Brics foreign ministers was held recently under the chairmanship of South Africa as excitement for impending Brics Summit in August grows. The meeting's main objective was to broaden the influential economic alliance and significant 19 nations, including Argentina, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, expressed interest in joining. Brics continues to gain pace as a champion of the developing world, highlighting its role in international affairs with a robust agenda focused on institutional development and strategic partnership. The Brics Summit is an annual meeting of the leaders of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The summit is hosted by each member country in turn, and the 15th Brics Summit will be held in South Africa in August 2023. The Brics bloc is significant in the world politics because it represents the growing economic and geopolitical influence of emerging economies. The Brics countries accounts for about 42% of the world's population, 24% of the global GDP, and 16% of international trade. They are also major players in a number of key global industries such as energy, manufacturing, and technology. The Brics Summit is an opportunity for the leaders of the bloc to discuss common challenges and opportunities. The agenda for the 2023 summit is not yet finalized, but it is likely to include issues such as the global economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change, trade, security, digitalization, and so on. The Brics bloc has been criticized for its lack of transparency and accountability. However, it has also been praised for its ability to provide a platform for the emerging economies to engage with each other and with the developed world. The Brics bloc is likely to continue to grow in importance in the years to come. The emerging economies are becoming increasingly influential in the global economy, and the Brics bloc provides them with a platform to coordinate their efforts and to advocate for their interests. The economic might of Brics. The Brics countries have a combined GDP of over $20 trillion, making them the second largest economic bloc in the world after the G7. The Brics countries are major exporters of commodities such as oil, gas, and metals. They also have a growing manufacturing sector. The Brics countries are increasingly investing in each other's economies. This is helping to integrate their economies and to create a more interconnected global economy. The Brics countries are also playing an increasingly important role in international organizations such as the United Nations and the World Bank. They are also using their economic might to influence global decision making. The geopolitical influence of Brics. The Brics countries are also major players in global politics. They have a significant say in international affairs, and they are increasingly using their influence to shape the global agenda. For example, the Brics countries have been critical of the US-led war in Iraq, and they have called for a more democratic and inclusive global order. The Brics countries are also playing an increasingly important role in regional security. They have been involved in efforts to resolve conflicts in Africa and Asia. and they are working to promote stability and cooperation in their respective regions. The future of BRICS. The BRICS bloc is likely to continue to grow in importance in the years to come. The emerging economies are becoming increasingly influential in the global economy, and the BRICS bloc provides them with a platform to coordinate their efforts and to advocate for their interests. The BRICS countries are also facing a number of common challenges, such as climate change, terrorism, and cybercrime. These challenges can only be addressed through cooperation, and the BRICS bloc provides a forum for the emerging economies to work together to find solutions. The Brics Summit is an important event in the world politics. It is a forum for the emerging economies to discuss common challenges and opportunities and to coordinate their efforts to shape the global agenda. The BRICS bloc is likely to continue to grow in importance in the years to come, and the 2023 summit will be an important milestone in the bloc's history. This was it for today. Stay tuned for more such news.